Music producers, today I am back with the video that I think is probably the most popular question that I have been getting asked in the past probably 2 weeks or so. And it is all about how do I make content that is going to target rappers and have me sell my beats online. All right, so that's like the most popular question that I have been getting. So in today's video, we are going to answer that. Also, for the first time on this channel, we have a video sponsor. So it's a free app called SongGen, and it's an AI-powered beat making app. And since you guys are already producers, right, you don't need the app to make beats for you. But what I found that it's been awesome for is this thing will help you kick Beatblock's ass when you just don't have any ideas. Let me show you guys a clip. Music producers, I just found this new app to cure Beatblock. You gotta check it out. The app is called SongGen, and it's an AI-powered beat making app. So let me show you how this works. Step number one to curing that beat block is by selecting your genre. We're gonna do drill today, then it's clicking on new drill loop to get started. So step number two is their AI is going to generate you completely unique samples and loops with drums, and also they're royalty free. And then because they're AI generated, you can just endlessly cycle through them until you find something that you like. Then once you find a loop with some drums that you like, you can export it as individual MIDI files and send it to your email and pull it up in your DAW. This is what the app made for us. Go ahead, give them a follow on IG. Go ahead, try out the app, see if you guys like it. People like Curtis King and Larry O have worked with them in the past. So when I had the opportunity and I saw that those guys worked with them, I was like, oh, this is a trusted company that those guys worked with for sure. I'm gonna take this opportunity. So go ahead and download the SongGen app today and see what you guys can create. Now getting back into the video, I did about 3 consult calls this week, and I also just had numerous, just so many people messaging me about how do I make content for rappers. Like, it's awesome because now I'm getting people into understanding why making content is so important. And now we're at the point where everyone's like, yo, like, how do I make content for rappers though? Because like everything I do just seems to target producers, or it doesn't do well at all if I try to help rappers. Like, how do I make content for rappers? I am here to help you. And if you're still struggling and you want just a personalized advice and get to talk to me, book a call with me below and we'll get to do that. So, as always, these videos are always pretty long, and if you're not watching in like 1.25 speed, I'd highly recommend doing that too because it makes it a lot more faster. I don't talk as slow. Honestly, it's how I edit and watch them back, so I won't be butthurt if you don't watch it in normal speed. So the homie Overthrow booked a call with me, I want to say last Friday. I don't know, when I record these and upload these, it gets a little messy. But anyways, he left that call. He was getting around 600 to 1,000 views a video on his TikTok. Sometimes it was like 300. He left that call, and within about 3 days, he had a video with 200K, 60K, and now he found that this is working for him, so now he's at 17K. So he found a piece of content that is working really well for him. And remember, guys, when something works really well, you just keep on doing it because it's going to keep on working really well. So shout out the homie Overthrow. Dude is crushing it on TikTok now. And then we have the homie Fornax, who said, before watching this video, the most views I got on TikTok was 1,000. I made a TikTok using borrowed authority and try to catch viewers' attention with title and the first seconds. It got 18,000 views in one day. And I made a sale as well. So he went from 1,000 views on TikTok being his most popular video to 18,000 views in one day. And he made a sale as well. Now, of course, he doesn't know if it's from TikTok, but the strategies sure do work. Then, of course, we have my own TikTok and Instagram for heat, dude. Like 400,000 views in the past week. 5,500 profile views in the past week, almost 1,000 followers in the past week. And on Instagram in the past month, or the month of February, I should say, almost 100,000 accounts reached and almost 500 followers in the past like 18 days. Like, that is insane for Instagram, right? Shout out the 45 people who unfollowed. That's just mean, man. But what I'm trying to get at here is that with these videos, with everything I'm doing right now, this is actual strategy. This is not luck, right? This is strategy that you guys can leave this video and implement these things. And literally within a week's time, or for some people, for most people, it's been like a freaking day, and just totally skyrocketing a video. So this is strategy, guys. This is not luck. I really want you to understand that. So if you love strategizing, check out the free masterclass also in the description below, given by Robin Wesley, the original founder of Heat, along with the co-founder Chris. This is an awesome masterclass that you guys need to watch. And I'll be 100% transparent with you. At the end of it, we are going to pitch you on our course. But this is not some bullshit PDF thing that you're going to read, then toss away. This is an actual course where you're going to get results. Why do I say that? Well, the homie BMB joined less than a month ago and has already gotten his first sale for $120. So yes, people watch this course and they make beat sales. Sorry for the low quality photo. I had to scale this thing up with a screenshot. But still, you guys can see, right? $120. And he's been in the course for less than a month. So we know what works when selling beats. Like, our marketing tactics work. We know how to use email marketing. We give you the templates so you don't have to worry about that stuff. Like, it's plug and play. So anyways, now let's get into the video after my spiel. Also, our Discord's also open for everybody. We do have restricted channels and access for CCS students. And then every month I do a $25 gift card for our students in our Discord as well. So now let's get on track here. Why can't I make content? Why can't you make content that rappers will watch? Right? Maybe you've tried in the past. Maybe you sit down, you think, and nothing comes to mind. You're just blank. You're like, what the hell do I do? So the first thing that you guys need to understand that's gonna make this either, like, from here on out, you're either with it or not. So you need to be understanding and accepting of that there is just one problem. There is one problem that you have that once you change it, you will solve it. I want you guys to think about the value that you can currently give to rappers on social media. I'm gonna tell you right now, informative, value-driven content is the best content that you can make on Reels, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, right? When you give out value, that's the best thing you can do. That's the best performing videos on the Heat TikTok. Obviously, there's some that's like really like broad, like how much Murda Beats charges for a beat. That's like more entertaining, not informative value. But when I made a TikTok about how to send beats to rappers, it got like 60,000 views on TikTok, 75,000 on IG Reels. So it pretty much blew up for us, that one video. And it was just how to send beats to rappers. Like, pretty simple stuff, but it was still value informative. So now, when you think about that, right, you're like, well, the only value I can give is all production focused. Like, what I know right now, watching this video as a producer, the only value that I can give is to other producers. So how do I make content that will target rappers if the knowledge I have is all production focused? So here's the core problem that we need to change. Okay, so all your time right now goes towards production. Same with all the knowledge you have, it's all based around production or mixing and mastering. And all the communities, all the people that you're surrounded by are all similar. They all have similar interests in production. So you're just around other producers and you're a producer yourself, right? So that's the issue. That's the problem, right? It's not really an issue with your life. It's just when you're targeting rappers or want to target rappers, that is the issue. It's because you're only surrounded by producers and you're only consuming producer content and you're only doing producer things. So what I need you to do right now is understand and accept that the content you post is a reflection of your knowledge and your interests. And the knowledge and the interests that you have are they just come from the time that you spend learning things, right? If you spend the past 5 years making beats and doing production, you have a lot of knowledge around making beats, but you probably have no knowledge of getting streams on Spotify because you didn't spend your time learning those things. So your content, since it's just a reflection of your knowledge, you're never going to talk about those things or know how to solve those problems for rappers because the only problems you can solve are for producers. So once you understand that that's my issue, it's super easy to change that and form it towards rappers and not make it an issue anymore. So what that means is if you just spend more time or you spend some time learning about rappers, how to be a rap artist, how to be more of a musician and get your music heard, you can then start delivering value. Okay, are we all on track? I think you are, but really what it comes down to is the more time you spend learning, the more knowledge you will have. And that knowledge is then something that you turn into social media content that will get the audience that you want to reach to watch. Because it's the best performing content and informative value always does amazing. As long as you're delivering on something actually valuable. So now what that means is that you have to put time into it and you have to spend time learning it. So here are 3 tips to not waste your time learning it and to be way more efficient to start gaining that knowledge to target rappers and actually help provide value to rappers. So the first thing that I want you to do is exploit the algorithms. Okay? You need to exploit the algorithms. Now, you can do this on all social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, but just for starting out and being the most time efficient, TikTok, I think, is going to be the best one to do, and it will probably be enough. If you want to do all 3, you can go for it, but I want you to exploit the TikTok algorithm. And here's what I mean by that. These algorithms are so good today. It is scary. It is scary how good these algorithms know everybody. But simply what happens is once you start showing interest in a topic, right? Once you start searching for a topic, once you start watching videos around a topic, these algorithms, because the way they make money is by you seeing ads, they need to keep you on the platform watching content. So if they see you looking up X, they're going to keep on showing you more things related to X. They're not going to be like, oh, he's watching X, let's show him B, right? They're going to keep on force feeding you content until you show them that you're not interested in it, right? If they show you X and now you're not clicking on it, now you're scrolling past it, now you're not engaging with it anymore, truthfully, they're going to stop showing it to you and they're going to pivot and try to find something else because they need to keep you on the platform. So that means that if you want to start seeing what rappers are consuming and what's working in the content space for rappers, you simply just immerse yourself into the content space. Because here's the thing, right? The algorithms are going to show you the best performing videos because that means they're really good. And that means that people probably want to see them in that space. And the thing about content is once something is showing that it works, it's going to keep on continuing to work, right? Because you guys are making bad type beats and they're not doing well in the sense of content creation, the beats might not be bad, but when you do like the iPhone screen recording of like Google Drive or Dropbox, it fails and it keeps on failing. And that sucks, right? But the thing about good content, it's the same way. When good content works, it keeps on working. And when bad content flops, it keeps on flopping. So it goes both ways. It's just what part are you going to be a part of? The good content or the bad content? So all you're doing is you're tricking these algorithms into thinking you're a rapper by showing them that you want to be shown and you have an interest in rapper content. And then you're going to be shown what's working really well, and then you just learn to reposition that into your own content. This is exactly what you are going to do, is create a new TikTok account so that way it doesn't interfere with like your actual main TikTok and like your actual interests. And just start searching like hashtag rapper tips, and try to find people who are like me, who just deliver straight value. And like you can go to the comments and be like, yo, dude, this is awesome, great video, you're the man, like this is always the best content. Find people who are just over delivering out the freaking ass with good content and people support them, and just binge it and go down a rabbit hole. And then you're just gonna be shown more and more and more of this style of content. Then it's up to you to find the commonalities and find the pain points, right? What do they talk about that always works so well? Okay, because if it's always working so well, there's a commonality behind that. They're probably solving a pain point. There's probably something that's going on that they're solving. It's up to you to figure out those patterns and see what it is. Yeah, you have to think and put some effort into it. Another thing to do, interact in the comments. If you're clueless, if you have no clue what's going on here with a certain video or a certain topic, start just asking those questions in the comments. People are going to start responding because they want to feel smart and feel like the hero to you. It's just a psychological thing, right? They're going to want to help you so that way they can feel good about themselves. The reason I make these videos is because you guys always comment saying, yo, bro, this is amazing. This is great stuff. I get an ego boost out of that. That's just like 100%. It's a feel good thing. I don't wake up every day like stroking my ego, but dude, it's awesome to see the comments. Like, I'm not going to lie to you about that. It's the same way. People will respond to your comments because they know it's going to help you, and it's going to feel good to do that kind of stuff. And then, of course, once you start figuring out why this stuff works and you study the rapper niche, you just reposition your content to solve their pain point. It's just that simple. It's not easy, but it really is just that simple. Now, the second thing that you need to do is join their communities. And here's what I mean by this. Okay. We have a Discord of over 1,000 producers. And it is literally how I get most of my video ideas. It's literally how I got new video ideas for the course back last year. I was seeing, hey, what's like the one or few questions that people constantly have? How do I message artists on Instagram? How do I find artists on Instagram? How do I sell my beats on Instagram? So I turned that into a 4-part video in our course because I saw people just kept on asking for it. So people were telling me, people were demanding me that they wanted it. And so I just supplied it. So really what it comes down to is the reason that you want to join these communities is you want to see what people are struggling with and you want to make videos or start learning ways to help with that pain. Literally, every single product in this world is doing is solving a pain point. So the whole point of joining these communities is so that way you're interacting with the people that you want to reach with your content and you're seeing what they're struggling with and you're making videos and you're doing research and you're learning about how to help them with that pain. It's just that simple once more. And I swear, if anybody tries to tell me there's no Discords for rappers, there are. It's just you don't live in that world. That isn't your reality. So why would you know about them? Right? There's so many weird niches in the world that have such large communities that you have no clue about because it's not your reality, right? The reason you may know about our Discord and our name is because it's in your reality of music production. I guarantee you there are so many freaking rap Discords out there. You just have no clue about it because it isn't your world. It isn't your reality. With this being said, this is a huge warning. The last thing that you want to do is join these communities and be like, oh, I just found this this Discord full of like 5,000 rappers. Gold mine, right? I'm gonna post my links. I'm gonna say, yo, check out my beats. Yo, who needs a beat pack? I would heavily avoid doing that. Heavily. I would avoid that at all costs, especially when you first come in, okay? What's gonna happen is if you try to self-promo your stuff, you're gonna piss off the people at the top who run that stuff. They're probably gonna just delete the message most times. And no one's going to want to talk to you or be associated with you because they know right away you've shown them that your interior motive of coming here is just to sell beats, right? You're not trying to help anybody or be involved in conversation at the bare minimum, right? You're not even trying to talk to people and be a part of conversation. You're just trying to have artists click the link and go buy a beat. So people aren't going to want to talk to you. You're going to piss off people at the top. It's just not going to work. You need to start conversation and you need to gain trust. And also, you can't just join these Discords, like join and be like, hey guys, what's your pain points? That's so weird. That's so awkward. And people are like, what do you mean, right? What you need to do, right? The reason why you want to research this content is because you want to learn the language of rappers. You want to see what they're struggling with. And then you can go into those Discords and essentially go undercover and be like, hey, how do you guys struggle with this problem, right? If you see a popular TikToker in the rap industry talking about this problem, go simply ask the Discord community of rappers, hey, how do you guys deal with this problem? Or like, what do you guys do about this? Or is this a problem for you? And just start conversation. And then you can learn more about the way people approach things, the things that they struggle with. And then it's up to you to learn more, put time and effort into those things, and find the solutions for them. The reason why this channel works so well is because you guys are producers. You guys don't care about marketing like I do, at least, right? You might care, but you don't care like I do. It's not the thing you do every day, right? Your thing is production. What I do every day with these videos and making these videos is I try to give you the solutions, right? Some of you guys work 40 hours a week. Some of you guys have kids. Some of you guys have school. Some of you guys have school and work. Some of you guys have school, work, and kids. Oh my God. Where does your time go? So the whole point of why I make these videos is because, yes, they might be a 40-minute commitment. They might be an 8-minute commitment. They might be a 5-minute commitment. But the whole point of these videos is to give you guys the solutions so that way you can run off in the right direction and you can run off in that direction, right? Most of the times when you're a producer trying to learn marketing, what you do is you just kind of start walking in circles or walking the wrong way. The reason why I make these videos is so that you can run in the right direction because I'm giving you the advice, the knowledge that I've learned by doing this stuff and researching this stuff. That's what you want to be for rappers. That is what your goal should be, is to point people in the right direction, right? Obviously, all my time goes towards marketing. I don't do a lot of production nowadays. So that means, you probably shouldn't just go 100% full, rap marketing guy. But still, you want to be able to at least point people in the right direction. They might have to walk in that direction. They might not be able to run right away. They might zigzag a little bit, okay? But your main goal is to get people going in the right direction with your content. Now, the third thing that I'm going to tell you guys to do is learn it and try to make money in the process of learning it. And here's what I mean by that, okay? You may not know this because you're not a rapper, but rappers, artists, musicians, and producers in general, right? We all have the exact same issue, okay? If you're a producer, you struggle to get views on YouTube and plays on BeatStars. Now, if you're an artist, you struggle to get views on YouTube and streams on Spotify. So, at the core of it, we're both just musicians who are struggling to get exposure. That's the core thing. So there's not really that big of difference at all at the core of it. It's just the way you identify. Here's how to learn about the struggles of a rapper and potentially get paid in the process of doing these things. If you really want to challenge yourself and start learning this stuff and really just like, once more, monetize it, hopefully, but also really put yourself through the trenches and learn a lot, is start uploading your beats to be streamed on Spotify and other streaming services. What's going to happen is you're going to upload your beats to Spotify and they're going to get 0 views, 0 streams, 5 streams, 10 streams. It's going to perform really, really bad and you're not going to be able to monetize it. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be running into every freaking issue, every freaking brick wall under the sun that an artist can run into when they try to promote their music on Spotify, right? Now, because you're trying to promote your beats, which is just music in general, right? You're getting hit with every freaking brick wall possible that you need to overcome with trying to get streams and trying to make money from your streams. Even though streams don't pay that much, right? You can still monetize this process if you learn how to do it. So what's going to happen is it's going to force you to understand more about the process of getting streams, building a fan base, marketing your music, right? It's going to force you to be in that position where you have to learn those things if you want to succeed and make at least a little bit of money from it. So now, since you're putting time into getting Spotify streams, you are now gaining knowledge from the time you put in. And now, since your content is a reflection of the knowledge, you can now make content that will attract rappers because you have the knowledge to give to them. To give you guys examples of what this would look like now, right? Once you start learning how to get streams on Spotify and you go through those brick walls and you overcome those obstacles, what it's going to look like is now you can make content that's like, hey, here's how I got into my first playlist on Spotify and here's how you can too. Here's how I got 1,500 monthly listeners on Spotify. Or you can do content like, hey, never do this when you're submitting into a Spotify playlist, right? Because you overcome those hurdles and you went through that, you can now give the knowledge about those things. So to end this off, it will require your time and effort. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I'm not going to bullshit that. This is going to take time and effort. So probably about 80% of people will watch this video and move on and do nothing, right? They'll think about it for maybe like 2 hours and do nothing. So if you're one of those people, at least just watch the other videos I made so far about social media content and get started doing that. But to do this stuff, to put your time to learn, it's going to require your time and effort. And how you're going to win in this game is by simply doing the shit that nobody else wants to do. Okay? So first off, by learning it, that's a small percentage. Nobody wants to learn this stuff. And then second, by making the content to help others, that's a whole other time commitment that you have to make. So just by doing these two things, you're jumping through the hoops and trying to break down the walls that nobody else is really willing to do. And that's how you're going to win. That's how I got here. Is because I simply did the shit that nobody else wanted to do. I was selling beats and I was recording my process of trying to do it. Is how this first started. And that's how I got to this point of where I am today. If you guys will see any other video ideas, make sure to comment below, hit me up on IG. And also, if you're struggling with making content or you want to learn more about how to make an actual content strategy for what you have, book a consult call with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.